You're listening to this episode on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or YouTube. Hit that subscribe button and leave us a comment. It would greatly benefit the show.
I love the title. I love the title. And this is what I love about the way this guy makes movies is he started with the title because there was like a tire shop near where he lives that has that in like big block letters. And he just said, that sounds like an album name. That seems like a badass just word on a poster. So he kind of started from there and worked backwards, which is just so beautiful to me, you know?
My mind would go more the Shane Gillis like tires route than it would go that
Shane
route.
Gillis tires, okay. Sure.
But that's me.
Yeah.
I'm Luke. I'm a cinematographer locally here in the upper Midwest.
Welcome to Movie Baiters with the Farx brothers. There's a plane going over me. I'm Kyle.
I'm Kirk. You don't need to go that loud.
I'm Nick.
Okay. Even when the planes are going over?
Yeah.
Oh, because I can never tell when planes. I sometimes I can tell.
Yeah.
It's great to be back
I try
in the
my
make.
best
You got
to.
decent isolation on that?
I try.
Because I was driving over here, I was like, right by the airport. Great place for a podcast.
I know. I forgot about that. We were filming at the Bone Temple. There was no planes, but now we're back here. It's a lot of planes. So.
What do you get a bow temple?
you can't just throw that out.
Next place is also known as the Bone Temple.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Why do we call it that again?
Because it was just funny after we saw 28 years later Bone Temple to say, I'm renaming Nick's house in my phone to Bone Temple.
Yeah, the Bone Temple is what I call the backseat of my Hyundai.
Did you see that one?
I did, yeah. I didn't see the first one, though.
That's
Or like
even
the one
better.
that it's a sequel to. Yeah, I went in totally blind.
It's so good. Anyways,
I liked it.
The tire repair, because he burned down the tire shop.
Oh.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
And there's even that little shot where he wanders by the other tire shop. And you have that kind of lonesome, is he thinking about doing it again? Or
So in addition to these guys being losers, one of them is evil. And, like, he should be in jail.
One is evil.
Well, I'm sorry, but this
Because
isn't Beavis and Butthead anymore. This
he
isn't
kills
cute.
his friend.
Yeah,
he convinces his friend to kill himself. Mm-hmm. And then what gets me is, like, after Derek, who's played by the director.
Yeah, caught that.
After Derek dies, Marty backs out.
Yeah.
So it's not just that he's evil. I don't think he's evil, but, you know, in this, it's not just that he's a murderer. He's also a fucking coward.
Evil? He's an arsonist.
Nobody died in that building, though, right?
Okay, but like
They're very clear to point that out. Yeah.
destroying somebody else's like property.
Livelihood?
It'd be like how we all make
Implicitly,
movies.
that's an immigrant business too. Vulcanizadora.
Oh wow! I mean, maybe
Theoretically.
and it is. You know, it's more of the immigrant population that takes the risk on starting businesses in this country than the native population. So, well, it's true.
Hardest working Americans. That's right.
Why do you laugh at that?
Because I don't know why you need to bring that up. I don't think it's important to bring up immigrants are suffering.
We can move on. Yeah.
No, I want the immigrants to know I'm sorry that you're suffering. This won't fix it, but
Yeah, they would have gone to hell anyways, right? Because you murder somebody, you can go to hell. Or is it?
Were you talking about Marty?
Yeah.
no.
Well, man, how about that that monologue, Derek, before they do it, that big long monologue, where he talks about like, yeah, this guy, you know, he saw what hell looks like, and it's just it's being scared all the time, like scared and bored all the time, and then the back half of this movie is our boy Marty being just scared and bored all the time, and guilty, basically. Just
He's in hell.
He's in hell, yeah, just living with that guilt.
It's like Crime and Punishment meets Sound and the Fury. Is that Faulkner?
Yeah, the Faulkner novel. Which part of Sound and the Fury?
Wandering through the woods, just two like kind of lower class people, or am I thinking of Faulkner's other book?
That's As I Lay Dying.
As I Lay Dying.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. As I Lay Dying.
It's a film podcast. We don't need to go there.
Well, I mean, it's all media, and it's all ecclesiastic thinking is that there's nothing new under the sun. So.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Well, I think relevant to the guilt narrative in this movie is that it is a sequel to Buzzard, and so that movie was made 10 years earlier, where you get these characters. And first of all, their behavior is a lot cuter because they're young. You know, they're
Right,
kids. So it's like, okay, they're kind of at that cusp age, and that's what that movie's about, where like you probably need to start taking yourself seriously at this point, but you can maybe get away with it for a couple more years. And the character Marty is like a petty thief. He runs all these like little
scams,
ridiculous scams. It's obvious he's going to get caught. So he like orders pens and like office supplies to his temp job and then returns them to the store for like cash back. So it's all these scams for like $50 at a time, just this really petty shit. And then eventually he starts just signing checks over. He has a temp job at a bank. He just signs the checks over to himself and just starts committing wire fraud, thinking that he's figured it out. Like, it's just free money. And then, you know, the walls start to close in and he gets more desperate, and it ends with him committing like a pretty horrible act of violence. So that's what he's gotten out of jail.
Well, I thought it was...
Or no, he's in jail for the arson.
For the arson,
it's implied that he did jail time for the first thing.
Oh,
and then got out and then basically went back in because it was like life is easier when you're in jail.
Oh, I didn't catch that because I thought he got away with that.
Well, he got away with the
pretty
arson of the tire place, but the violent act he did was what he served the jail time for, which is the context I didn't have when I watched the movie, and the director said it's not a sequel.
Oh, it's not. It's like we're picking up with the same characters, but there's no direct like plot connection between the two.
You don't know it's a sequel until they say the guy's last name.
Yes. Yeah. Which is a Mad Max reference, I believe.
Oh, is it?
His last name is Marty Rockatansky.
Oh, yeah, I was wondering that.
Yeah, and then with the head thing, like it all kind of feels like it fits together.
Oh, I was thinking Saw, but I guess, it does kind of work for... But is that only Fury Road where he has the mask over his mouth?
Yeah, well... Yeah.
Does he have one in Road Warrior?
I'm trying to remember, because Road Warrior has the people, like, tied up on the front of the cars.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're wearing the, like... mask. I think to me it's just like an aesthetic connection. Just that the doof warrior. But yeah, to me the headpiece thing. And it clearly comes like these are the kind of guys who saw Road Warrior probably when they were stoned when they were 13 and that just like locked in, you know, this is what I'm about.
Kids, don't do drugs when you're like 13 or 14 because it's like
what do you mean?
I don't know. The thought never occurred to me till I was much older because I grew up very religious. We're brothers, but we were separated at birth and grew up separately. Him on the Best Coast, me in the Upper Peninsula, him in Burnsville.
Local, jeez.
God's country, as I call it.
Yeah. It's like the asshole of the Twin Cities because it's like it burns out your butt. And that's what the Crystal Lake is for.
Damn.
Well, it's like the rectum now because now you got Lakeville. And whatever, yeah.
Well, it burns coming out and settles in the lake.
Yeah, I guess.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. To get back to the movie.
Or like we eat spicy food.
To get back to the movie, yes, Kirk.
It's a very convoluted way to try to kill yourself. Like you light it and then wait, and then you blow off your head off.
Like it was sort of impressive they got that for that. They built the things.
Impressive, yeah.
What broader thing that I don't know if it's a convoluted way to kill yourself. Off that, is them killing themselves a metaphor for making movies? Like, I'm just wasting my life making movies? This was an interpretation I heard.
I don't think so.
No, I'm going to defend this. It's like, I'm
I'm in. I'm
a dummy who lives in the upper Midwest, and, like, I'm going to die someday, so I'm going to spend my time between now and when I die killing myself doing something.
Just blowing up my life.
Yeah,
just
but it's
making these weird convoluted contraptions for no reason other than self-destruction, some kind of subterranean.
Somebody else has to light it though for you to die.
You can't make a film without a crew.
So the crew is killing you? They're gonna light the ignition to get
They're all
yourself
kind of in a suicide pact together.
Yeah, we're all going down together.
Hello, film community. We're all in a suicide pact together.
You do mine, I'll do yours.
Huh.
But yeah,
You need to finish this movie now.
Yeah, I want to.
Sorry, man. Sorry for
You're
the spoilers.
going to enjoy this a lot more.
Yeah.
Derek dies, and then there's an hour left in the movie where you just kind of sit with Marty and his decrepit father. Yeah, again, what I was talking about was just that cheapness being a virtue, that kind of lack of resources being a virtue, you know?
Sure.
The most of the first half of this movie is just two guys fucking around in the woods. But they're very specific guys. They're very specific characters. They're kind of stand-ins for a broader social type. Like, there's a really strong voice to two guys screwing around in the woods.
What is that type? What is that? Who do they represent? What broader group do they represent?
Millennial male losers, you know? They're guys whose cultural context doesn't really seem to extend beyond Swiss rolls and Mad Max movies. Even the one who is a father has no real understanding of himself as like an adult man.
Or his child.
Or a father, really, yeah.
Yes. That got to me.
The kid stuff, yeah. As a dad.
Oh, sure, yes. As a father.
As an empathetic viewer.
As a person who is capable of feeling feelings and recognizing those are like other people's feelings. But that's the thing is like, millennial male loser, I felt like a loser, so is this about me? I felt dumb before. Is Beavis and Butthead about me? You know what I mean?
I mean, kind of. I don't know.
Yeah.
To an
maybe.
extent.
You are a loser is what I feel you're saying.
No, I don't know. I mean, like, at what level of a loser do you feel like you are? Because you make movies? Like,
you're not a Marty level loser. You give yourself a little bit of credit.
But that's the thing is that then I'm in this position of like, am I supposed to judge myself as above these people?
I don't think so. In fact, I think quite the opposite, right? I mean, that's sort of what the beauty of fiction is, especially like a very well-made film like this. The words escape me. I don't think judgment comes into it. I don't think at any point we're meant to judge either of these guys. You know, you sit with them and you observe, and if there's a judgment, that's your judgment to make. But if it does anything, I think it sort of tests your level of empathy, like your ability to feel with these guys, these sort of really difficult, spiky, ugly kind of emotions.
Well, the thing that you say is their cultural context is mass market movies and mass produced sweet snacks. Is it their fault that their cultural context is this manufactured like fakeness, or is it are they like the frog in the pot?
But that's like, everybody. Everybody has this manufactured fakeness to them. I mean, every generation, don't you think?
Well, I meant more like that, you know, we don't go outside as much. We don't get, you know, touch grass. There's, you know, hey, you should eat more raw and whole foods instead of manufactured shit from fast food places because it's not good.
I think they have a lot more problems than what they ate and if they went outside to touch grass.
Sure, but I think it is relevant that, like, they don't even drink fucking water.
Yeah, they drink
The only
Gatorade.
things they drink are Jägermeister and Gatorade. Everything they consume was like wrapped in plastic before they put it in their body. Yeah, I mean, I think that, you know, if Potrykus seems to be making some kind of lost generation statement with all of his films, really, I think is that like the incentives don't really exist for somebody like this to grow up. You're sort of ensconced in this warm bubble of easy choices and processed everything, and if you don't want to grow up, you don't have to. And so because the immediate incentive to do that doesn't exist for you, all you're kind of left with is you hit 30, 40, 42, however old these guys are, and you realize there's something that's been missing, and at that point you don't have the tools to even understand what's wrong or like what's missing.
Right.
You know?
Do you judge the people in WALL-E who are on the spaceship and they're all fat?
Do I judge the WALL-E people?
Do you judge the WALL-E people?
Oh, I don't think I've seen WALL-E since it came out. I don't think I judge the WALL-E people. I don't judge anybody, brother.
I judge those fucking people.
We're all just brothers and sisters on this earth doing our best, my man.
That's the technology entrapping them to live that way.
We're judging our generation as being a lost generation because of being, as you put it, ensconced in this manufactured world that we can't, get outside of. So,
but we're more able to identify the problem, though. Isn't that some kind of a win? If we could identify ourselves as being lost, we could find our way back.
I feel like I make that argument to you all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm curious.
I don't feel like that. All right.
Well, and keep in mind, I mean, these are movies about really unambitious people, right? Guys who, But the meta text there is that like they're not being made by unambitious people. You know, as much as he might say like, "Oh, these are guys I identify with. These are people like me." It's like this guy fucking gets out there and makes a movie under the worst circumstances.
Wait, why do you feel it's the worst circumstances?
Just DIY filmmaking, just no money. You know, like it's difficult. It's very hard to do. So it's not like this guy himself is one of these guys. You know, but still is able to find something of himself in these types of characters. Is still able to sort of identify like this point of commonality with these people. You know, I don't consider myself that a huge loser. You know, I got loserish tendencies, but like I still there's very much like I look at these two dudes, especially between both of the films. And it's kind of like there, but for the grace of God, you know.
So why?
If a couple of things had gone a little bit differently, I would absolutely be living in some shitty apartment eating Swiss rolls and
But like
watching my same favorite movies, you know, over and over and over.
When you were in high school, you didn't have the feel. Well, you guys grew up in the Twin Cities. See, I grew up rural, and I felt like the world reflected back to me from media was that I was experiencing less of the world because I was growing up around less people. And now, having lived on both sides of that fence, I prefer living on the side with people, and I think that's just my own taste. But
well, or you feel like you were missing out with less people?
I did like. I guess this movie for me makes me go on the in and go, man. There are like I felt in high school. I could see the people that were going to end up staying in town.
Yeah,
and I felt bad for them then. I mean, I didn't feel bad for them if they were mean to me. I'm thinking of some specific ones now. But, like, you know, like, it's like, dude, you just need to apply yourself in high school and you get something after this. It doesn't have to be college. More people should go to trade school. We need more nurses, electricians, and plumbers, you know.
We need more people to stay home, too. I mean, you just need, like, a sustainable social infrastructure for people to, like, stay in there. You know, isn't that, like, the biggest problem in rural areas now? Is, like, everybody's getting old and nobody's there to take care of them. Because all their kids move to the city to work or to self-actualize or, you know, whatever that last migration inward was to the cities.
Yeah. I don't have a strong answer why. I'm curious how this is reflected, how you feel as the elder millennial here. And you haven't seen all of the movies, started it and we're into it. A shot in 16 millimeter. I forgot to say that in the non-spoiler section.
Gorgeously shot in 16 millimeter.
Yeah, it was something that I found appealing over. And is that what you were vibing with when you watched?
I mean, it's the first thing I noticed right at the gate was they either shot this on film or they did a really, really convincing film emulation, but 16 millimeter, as it turns out. So yeah, I didn't even get a chance to like look into it. But what are
your thoughts on millennials as a lost generation and or millennial male loserness?
What are my thoughts on it?
Yeah. What are your thoughts on pick one in direction of that topic?
I don't think I'd say anything about a lost. I don't see a lost generation necessarily.
Yeah, neither do I. I would argue we were promised a shit ton. I think by the boomers in the previous generation, you work hard, you go to college, you get a good job, and then you retire. But
people
now,
are buying homes till 40 on average right now. It's clearly a problem that people are aware of.
Yeah,
people aren't having kids till like 45. You know?
And you women can't have are less likely to have success at 45. Yeah. I'm never gonna say they shouldn't. Okay,
I'm saying doctors say they shouldn't. They already say 35 is like geriatric or whatever the hell, right? So like,
I think it's 32. Or
even lower.
I believe it's like around that, like early 30s. Anything after that is riskier.
They say that, but it's actually
doctors lie to you often.
No. I've been in the room.
Two takeaways for any kids watching this: smoke pot as early as you can, and doctors are fucking liars.
I uniquely have the experience of going through being next to someone who went through 2 geriatric pregnancies, and one of the things the doctor said is, because it's geriatric, you see your doctor more, so you're more connected to care, and if like. Assuming that you don't have some like negative relationship to medical care, it's healthier because you're like that's one of the problems we have in the United States is people aren't connected to their
So
health.
we should call it more of like a European pregnancy.
Yeah.
What's a
Actively
European
seeking out
pregnancy?
medical care instead of dreading it.
Well, your insurance covers more because.
Oh, okay,
so
yeah,
it's-
word. So it is like a Finnish pregnancy.
So you should have babies later in life then.
I am
that
not
what you're
saying that.
saying?
I'm not telling anyone what they should. The way he was like, I'm not going to judge anyone, man. I'm not going to tell anyone what you should do. I'm just saying there is the unique, like, I know this from firsthand. Well, first in the sense that I was on the medical insurance program.
1.5 hand.
I was there next to my wife when these things, Farx, when these things were being explained, and I listened too, and discussed them with my wife. So, like, now in this conversation, I go, no, actually, a geriatric pregnancy, there is advantages from, like, a medical, I don't think this is the way it should be, but,
Yeah, we're not saying that. I understand
Well, but I
what
guess
you're
the point of,
saying.
like, talking about, like, pregnancy buying a house, right? It's like there's this increasing sense that the regular miles now how historically regular they are is up for grabs, but like the post-war American middle class, like these regular milestones that you sort of mark your life progress by, getting married, having kids, buying a house, a good job that pays for all of that stuff, are increasingly either like delayed or just completely denied to a certain group of people born within a certain range who probably were promised that in a way that I don't think any fucking kid now even expects it. That's why part of why they're all insane.
We created another group of nihilists like Gen X out of Gen Z. Way to go.
Yeah. But these are nihilists with phones and guns.
Yeah.
Better guns.
But like, so, you've got that as the kind of like material base of all this stuff. And then on top of that, you've got this set of cultural incentives that sort of give you an excuse never to grow up. It's never been easier inside to just sort of stay 14 years old forever. And that's why you got these two guys who are like, have no prospects. Even the one who like has a kid, fucked it up. That woman clearly hates him. And the best they can come up with on this trip is this weird contraption and like banging sticks on trees and like I love his little like compass knife thing that he pulled. Like that's such a like you would give that as a Christmas gift to like a 10-year-old, or maybe a little older, but like as like a cool, and he would love it and forget about it in a year. But with this guy, it's like all he has. He's got his like CD player and his little compass toy and his
DJ set.
The DJ setup
That
and
doesn't
like
work. Yeah.
He's got the Jägermeister like
Jaeger grill.
Jaeger grill. Yeah, it can't just be the thing he has. It's got a name and it's because
don't forget the force porn too. He has that.
Porn in the porn. Yeah, exactly. It's almost that's as close as he gets to the director just coming out and telling you like these are children. He's really stoked on the Cherie magazine that they find in the woods.
Is forest porn something unique to Michigan? Because this is something I experienced.
I experienced this.
Okay, could you explain your experience with forest porn?
Yeah, this is part 3 for the kids watching. Part 2 of why the younger generation is fucking insane now is because they don't have to go discover the forest porn. They just have it beamed into their skulls from when they're 9.
For $9.99 a month on OnlyFans.
$9.99, you can get that shit for free. That's so easy.
Yeah.
I don't know how anyone would find that out.
For pornography. Forest porn is when a benevolent older brother or older boy from school or creepy uncle knows what a 12-year-old needs and provides hidden treasure to that 12-year-old. You go out on a little adventure with your friends and you dig in just the right spot and you open up a Walmart bag and there's just a plump little stack of Wee magazine or Playboys or Penthouses. Penthouse was the one I found, which is pretty jarring when you're a kid.
Oh yeah, because they do the whole like where they're not like ooh and cute when the Playboy.
The one I had a spread of people pissing all over the place.
Whoa.
So this was just full on like out of the frying pan.
Damn.
Waterworks. All right.
Bob Guccione's personal thing.
I had an epiphany back there when you were talking about how it's never been easier to just like never grow out of your like 13-year-old self is like, oh yeah, I've had South Park since I was that age, and it's just been this little touchstone of
still going. Yeah, man. I had Simpsons. Same thing for me. You know, I caught myself like a week ago sitting there watching season 5 Simpsons.
You don't watch the new stuff?
I've tried. I really have tried.
That's good.
I check in once every season. They'll put the Halloween one, which is usually, those are usually not the best. But I'll watch 1 or 2 every season just to see where we're at. Just to see how bad Julie Kavner's voice sounds.
Yeah.
She sounds like she's dying.
Damn.
I hope she's still smoking. There's like 3 to 5, I would argue there's 3 to 5 great episodes every year.
Okay, I find that hard to believe.
I'm telling you, there's like, my wife and I will go, wow, that's pretty
Great. That was pretty good. And that's the level of greatness we have now. Is it?
No,
Are we talking monorail great, or are we talking like, well, it didn't make me want to die?
I don't think my wife would find monorail as enjoyable as I do.
What's
Did you grow up with it?
I did grow up with it.
Did your wife?
She did, but it was more through her sister.
Okay.
But it's just like, I don't think monorail is everyone's favorite. I get it, Conan.
As a for instance, monorail is like one of the big Prohibition. This is a Simpsons podcast now.
Yeah, right? Pivoting.
Is Prohibition the one where they do the New Orleans thing? And no, I'm thinking of where they do...
where she does the musical Streetcar Named Desire?
Yes.
Yeah.
I watched the movie just because of that episode, like in the past 3 years.
Expecting it, like, this sucks. Where are the songs?
Kind of, yeah. It was like really gross because like the teacher had doinked a student, and then like he's like, have you ever seen A Streetcar Named Desire?
No,
I thought you were talking about like the context where you watched that movie. Yeah, of course I've seen Streetcar Named Desire.
Yeah, the teacher doinked a student, or it's unclear if she did.
Yeah. It's like, much clearer in the play.
Oh.
They're pretty explicit about everything that happens in that one.
Well, I didn't even know that till the past 3 years when I watched it because of The Simpsons. And I was like, what? This is what this movie's been about the whole time?
I had this relationship with a lot of classic movies where it's like The Simpsons for me was first. Mm-hmm. And then I remember watching Rear Window and expecting the guy not to have killed his wife because the Simpsons episode ends with a fake out.
Yeah.
And feeling almost like cheated by the Hitchcock movie. Like, wait, this is not what this story is. He killed the plant.
I don't remember the Simpsons episode, and I recently acquired Rear Window on disc, but have been watching it on iTunes because it's more convenient.
Sure.
I hate myself too.
Yeah, you're a physical media guy. What are you doing?
Fuck off.
He bought the disc.
It doesn't count.
He gets on my ass because it's like, oh, there are discs you own that you haven't watched or you haven't opened yet. And it's like,
that's crazy.
I'm going to get to it.
Well, when the grid goes down, you're going to be fucking coming over here every night to watch Rear Window around the campfire.
I wish he would. I truly, genuinely wish my brother would come. And then we just come outside afterwards and hit a tree with a stick and talk about it.
And just light those Black Mamba fireworks. How about that, right? Just holding on the firework for 5 minutes while it goes off.
Yeah, and like I watched it and I was like, this is cinema. Because I wanted, it's something I've always wanted to see with those.
What happens when you do all of them at once?
Yeah, and it just becomes an evil black tentacle reminding you of your own demise.
Your own mortality. And then, see, that's, again, what I love about these Potrykus movies is he's somehow managed to fuse that kind of just goofball, like Kevin Smith slacker thing with almost like a European, like, art house slow cinema. It's like, here's 2 bozos lighting off firecrackers, and we're going to hold one shot for 5 minutes, and it's going to be beautiful all of a sudden, and you're going to kind of meditate on it. But the context of it is just so completely like just the dudes from Clerks.
Did you see The Sisters Brothers with...
No.
You know which movie I'm talking about?
Yeah.
John C. Reilly, and I can't remember the other person. But that's, like, I almost feel like I have a lot of love and affection for Clerks. Mm-hmm. I almost feel like it's an insult to this movie to compare it to Clerks.
Wow.
That's such a unique like product of 90s like.
I'm looking at this Jay and Silent Bob poster over here. It's probably
listen, I cried probably next to this man when I saw Clerks 3. He's gonna pee. When
Clerks 3 made you cry.
Did you see Clerks 3?
I did not see Clerks 3. No.
Oh my God!
I'm not deep in the Kevin Smith thing.
Okay.
That was not.
I
It was a
once.
little before my time.
Yeah, and that's the thing. That's the thing with you guys born in the '90s versus some of us who may have been born in the '80s.
What?
Because you're not.
I was born. Oh, I like Kevin Smith. I just didn't like Clerks 3. I thought it was a downer of a movie.
Yeah, that's why.
Nobody can have fucking happy endings. Like, what the hell?
Is he finally fucking done with that? Can he move on now?
I think he can.
I hope he makes a sequel to the animated series.
That was maybe the best thing he ever did. Was the
animated series.
It's great that you watched that. This is how I know you're a real one. So you watched that?
That was yeah.
What?
I say I'm not a Kevin Smith guy. Like he's not my guy in the way that like somebody born maybe 10 years earlier would have just like, oh, he's one of us. You know, one of us is making a movie.
He's not one of us. Greta Gerwig might be, but Kevin is not. Okay.
But yeah, you go through that phase when you're 12, 13, 14, and you're just like, all right, I want to see everything.
Yes.
And then you're, as high-minded as you might be, you're still a 14-year-old boy, so you see Clerks, and it's like, oh shit, this is that, you can do this? And then my brother was a fan of like the Dogma and like those movies and stuff.
Dogma is specifically good to me still because of like the questions it asks, but it's not like good filmmaking because the whole thing is like he's not good at like composing interesting images.
By his own admission, right?
Yeah. And he held back probably a lot of people who have now gone on to do like Star Wars, you know? I'm just saying.
Is it really holding them back if they went to do Star Wars?
Well, that's what I'm saying is like because of his ineptitude, but ability to get movies made, and his over like he would say, I was over in love with my dialogue for like the beginning part of my career that my movies probably could have been better with outside input and like working as a team, and you know, you light my match, I light yours.
Well, see, and yeah, he's kind of like the dark flip side of like the Potrykus thing that I admire.
Really?
That, like, let's be a band. It's just me and the guys, and we're gonna go out every couple of years. Like, there's clearly the Kevin Smith thing is like you can get lost in the sauce. You can get way, you know, he's way too just like playing to the fans. He's got this sort of like core of guys that are never going to leave him, and so he never has to try, you know, and he can just kind of keep dipping back into the same well.
Yeah, that's cool. Like he made Jason Mewes into like an American, you know, redemption story.
An American icon, Jason Mewes. Yeah. Well, that's what I kind of like about Kevin Smith is like, where else are you going to see faces like that in like a big release, like summer movie? Just these mugs from New Jersey.
Safdie would find interesting because you've heard about Safdie being like kind of spectrumy about like I got to look at every extra.
Yes, and those movies are filled with
good faces.
Yeah.
I like good faces.
I love good faces.
We watched, what was that, Sentimental Value 2 weeks ago? And that had good faces. Good. Everyone's too pretty and
that's like a classic, that's a Coen Brothers thing too. It's like all those small parts where they just have like this person fits perfectly into the little slot we gave to him.
Yeah.
Guess I never noticed. I don't know.
What?
I mean, I don't look at extras in their back or their faces as they're going.
Or even like small scenes. Like the one I'm thinking of specifically is like No Country for Old Men. That woman that runs the trailer park. We ain't got no information. It's just these perfect little diamonds of people.
I think of the guy who he flips the coin with, who's just like, like you can run into that guy in Minnesota.
Fucking great, yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, I believe this scene is scarier because I believe that guy who looks like he could be in Minnesota, but he's in Texas, is there.
Yep.
In that place.
These just perfect little diamond cut, just real people.
And I guess I like that both of them are like weird looking in this movie. Weird. And then he gave him a tattoo of the mask from the other movie.
Yeah.
And even though I don't know that, I appreciate, while watching it, I appreciated finding it out in the research afterwards to go, oh, okay, so it's like lightly connected.
Yeah, they're kind of weird looking guys. And like, he has great small actors too. Like the woman that plays the ex-wife is fantastic. I really love where he goes to the police station, where Marty goes to the police station and tries to confess. The cop, that woman at the desk in the police station is like incredible. She has so little to do, and just is like so real and well observed. This like
she's saying a lot.
Late shift rookie cop, you know.
I think he meant like the scene was short and.
No. What I meant is that her acting was saying a lot by how she was like escalating her reactions to the increasingly crazy things that Marty, what's his name?
Marty
was saying.
Yeah.
And then when the cop comes in with like way too much energy, but like exactly like that is cop who is pissed and knows who this guy is and just sees him as a shitbird.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, I don't view humans this way. I don't judge.
Would never judge.
Never judge. Yeah.
I judge within a range.
But
That's
sure,
still
I mean,
judging.
I don't think the man's actions are like laudable, but like,
No,
I think the
jail.
project of this movie isn't judgment. You know, I think the project of this movie is just observation and making you sit way longer than it's comfortable with these really difficult feelings.
So there's an argument that this reinforces their behavior and valorizes it just through showing it. Whereas we've all had this reaction of, oh my God, you said therefore I go, but the grace. What's the
there, but for the grace of God,
what
go
is that?
I.
Isn't that is that an AA phrase or something?
Is that an AA phrase?
I don't know where that.
I've never been to an AA meeting.
I'm not excusing you of, and you would be anonymous, so it wouldn't matter. But,
I think you're allowed to say the sayings outside of the meeting.
no, I'm aware. Yeah.
My sponsor,
law.
Jeff's.
It's been clean for 3 years.
That guy's stories are whoo.
No, but is it like we all took away, oh man, you don't want to end up like this, and if you ended up like this, this would be sad. And there's characters like that in Coen Brothers movies, somewhat. I think that's kind of the near thread. But couldn't we also go that on some level, this kind of like gives excuse for, or in the worst case, valorizes this kind of behavior these young men exhibit that is, undesirable for
No, because they both die at the end. They both... Doesn't Marty walk into the ocean?
You don't know that he dies. He's just taking a swim.
It's almost like a baptism, if anything.
Yeah. Oh, so is he still alive then?
And he takes the tripod because it's like, hey, just want to remind you, this is a metaphor for filmmaking.
This is why the tripod's the cross. It's what he marks the grave with.
Yeah.
I don't think Potrykus is a particularly religious filmmaker, but it's there. That's there. I don't think this movie in particular glamorizes anything. I think even if it did or would seem to, that is almost irrelevant. I don't know. I've never really like gone in for that kind of discourse about films. You know, like, oh, are we showing bad behavior in a positive light? Like, I don't know, man. I'm not a fucking church lady about this shit. Like, the movie's the movie, and it's there. Like, how people respond to it is, like, Wall Street guys like the movie Wall Street, and that movie couldn't be more anti-fucking Wall Street, right? So, I don't think it's really a director's responsibility to make any kind of moral claims on their material, particularly how their material is received in the world.
But that shooting scene in The Matrix caused Columbine disorder.
I thought Marilyn Manson did that.
Well, he's basically saying, hey, this discourse around like, hey, this completely separate thing caused this violent action elsewhere. That's bullshit. So it's me saying that this movie maybe in some way by showing
you could trace it to anything. What about that guy who went to the theater and said he was Joker and shot all those
people? Which he did not do.
Oh, he didn't go in?
He shot up the Batman movie because it was the biggest movie opening that weekend. Yeah. He wanted to shoot up a full theater. And then he fucking dyed his hair, and so then the press took that and ran with it.
So that's just misinformation.
Yeah, I don't even think he'd seen a Batman movie. Like, they talked to him about that. He's like, that had nothing to do with what I did. I'm just literally
crazy.
schizophrenic.
I think I remember that as well. Yeah,
But I mean, even if he did, that's not the fault of Batman.
Yeah, or comic book writers.
Well, that is kind of the argument of The Dark Knight, is that Batman being so garish and out there vigilanting causes other, the other action on the other side of that is the villains become more garish and more...
Sure, yeah.
They do bigger things to get attention.
Batman's not a filmmaker. in that movie. He's
All right. Yeah, you got
Listen,
that.
motherfucker, my dream is to be both of those things.
Batman and a filmmaker?
Yes, because on some level, I
Jeez.
relate to the guys in this movie because I'm a 13-year-old boy inside my head who
And
believes
so
I can be Batman.
putting on my cape on and setting up my DV cam and I just that has always rubbed me the wrong way. That kind of one-to-one, like I even think to a certain extent, if James Holmes had been like Joker copycat, I don't think even then you could say that the film caused the crime. I think the criminal caused the crime. What the film does is it gives him some kind of aesthetic structure to build it around. It gives him some kind of like mythic overlay that he can put onto what he's doing. But that's not the fault of the film or the filmmaker, you know?
Yeah, I agree.
Well, yeah, because like even just statistically, how many other people, like if you, there was, I think it was in England, right, where the kids, like you're pretty young kids, like killed an even younger kid, and they blamed it on a Child's Play
That
movie.
inspired the book
yeah.
Wicked.
Oh, what?
Wait, is it the one where the kids like take a kid out of the like a train yard? It was like and they stone him or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fucked up. Yeah, that
They
inspired
like
the
jammed
book
like a
Wicked.
stick up his ass. It was like awful,
Yeah.
but they blamed somehow it was like Child's Play 3 caused that.
Yeah.
But it's like how many other people though saw that same movie and didn't kill a kid? Yeah.
Right.
You know, it's like you gotta start looking at other.
Or there were the girls in Milwaukee with the like Slender Man creepypasta thing, or the Clockwork Orange shit, right? I mean, Kubrick wouldn't show that movie in England ever, like for the rest of his life, because there was a copycat sexual assault. I think people can be very one-to-one, like if a crime kind of matches the aesthetic of a film, or if violent people act out in a way that's aesthetically structured by a film, we'll say like, violent movies and violent video games or whatever have caused crimes. And I think it's like that's so literalistic to say one-to-one, this film caused these people to choose to go do this crime. Now, violent films and violent video games are reflective of a society that is, I think, like suffused with violence in a way that you could almost argue that like the superstructure of violent entertainment probably breeds a culture of violence or reflects a culture of violence. But to try to make it like the moral responsibility of a given filmmaker or film is just like...
Bodegas, it's your fault. That's his last name, right? Potrykus.
No, maybe if I went and like tried to kill myself with a firecracker and a fucking Mad Max thing, he'd have some like explaining to do.
I have to watch it. I have to drink another THC and watch the rest of this time.
I think that's
so good, man. It's you're in for a treat. The back half of this movie, very unpleasant.
I found it more entertaining than the first half because I was like, where is this going? What? I don't think I asked you why you picked it.
It was my favorite film of last year, I think.
What was your second favorite film?
I don't fucking remember.
Okay, cool.
I don't remember what came out last year.
That's fine.
So that's one big reason. And I think, this director is somebody who I sort of look to as an inspiring figure in like DIY, indie, regional filmmaking, you know?
Yeah,
you should
I
send
get
him
that.
this episode.
Yeah.
We'll see if he likes it.
And to learn
Joel,
more about...
let's link up.
Yeah. To learn more about Luke, stay tuned for his interview,
which is coming right up.
Thank you for listening. For more JK Productions, find us on Instagram at JK Productions Team and on Facebook, JK Productions MN.